Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Today, my old headset died. Just suddenly, it didn't explode, but it may as well have. Toss that, toss this, HHA, and HHA. So, Blanca, and lots of Happy Home Academy, and one from Margie. This headset's gonna take some getting used to. Also, audio levels are probably all wrong, because that's what happens every time you get a new headset. Letter from Margie first. To Steven, how are you? While sipping on some tea at home, I found myself thinking about you. Thank you for always being such a good friend. Let's get together and chat some again soon. Oh. Alright, we got HHA stuff. We exceeded 50,000 points. Hey. And 30,000 points. Wow, we jumped 2 levels just from putting down a bunch. I thought it was going to tank my rating. We get an HHA jacket and a silver plaque. And from Blanca. To Steven, your observation skills are something else. Really surprised me this year. Saw through all my disguises. I'm sending you this commemorative gift. Blanca. And I hear Frisk getting into things. Like, she thinks that I can't hear her with this headset on. This is an old headset I've had for a while, that when I grabbed it again, I'm like, wait, why did I stop using this? The answer? It's plugged into my my tower, which I can reach, right? This cord is comically short. Which, I mean, as far as audio quality goes, is a good thing. You want shorter cords. You know, I'm going to pick up the metal rebar, and I'm going to put Blanca's pick in here. Wait, no, that's the iron frame. That's the rebar I just picked up. I'm Blanca's pick. Chris, what do you have? Oh, I see. I mean, I can't blame you for playing with that. Blanca's pick. So much is written in small letters on the back. Favorite saying is, every face tells a story. It's February 28th, her birthday is. Let's put these HHA things away. What she's playing with is a broken piece of one of her toys that someone stepped on that she has reclaimed out of the garbage because I know I've talked about this before of like, you know, I'm not the cleanest person. I'm cleaner than most of the people I live with. Literally, if the bathroom down here is garbage, does not get cleaned by me, it just doesn't get cleaned, even though I am one of 3 people that uses that bathroom, and I almost never use that trash can because I don't usually ever have anything in there to put in it. The most I ever tend to use it for is beard trimmings. There's probably like 8 of my beard in that trash can. Probably not that much, but you've lost it, haven't you? I'm not helping you. You can probably hear her fiddling, trying to get it out from under the dresser. She is the one that just knocked it under there. My initial thought when my headset broke was just like, of course, because I need a new chair. Nope, yeah, Peck wants to talk. I'll give you a second. Hey man, what's up, Peck? Should probably get ready to make some big moves. Gotta leave my mark on the world, you know? Has to do with my big time debut, what do you think? Yeah, get out. Good luck, man. Thanks for everything, Cleats. I'm excited about my life's journey. Just don't let me hear about you slacking off in your training. You've been bullying Dina. Get out. Alright, O'Hare, what's up? What's up, man? Between you and me, it seems like Peck's thinking about leaving town pretty soon. Are you okay with that? Should we go to his place and tell him to stay? Gotta stop him? Nah. Nah, I don't care if your bully buddy is moving. I just don't. He's a bully. He bullied our duck. But yeah, like, I was initially just like, man, this is gonna be a problem. It's like, I need a new chair. A new chair needs to come first before anything, really. As much as I do, like, I really want to get, like, an AYN Thor, I think I'm gonna have to just go straight for a new chair, because I need the armrests. I've gotten way too used to having them, and not having them, I'm slouching too much still. Like, I'm intentionally leaning back. Like, I'm making sure I'm leaning back while recording this, so that I'm not slouching forward. Because, like, I can tell I've been doing it so much that I can feel the inflammation around here from around, you know, kidney space. It's great. It's not good. I shouldn't be feeling that. So, like, I need to be sure that I am not slouching. And the way I usually do that is with armrests that keep me, you know, upright. But not having them, you know, I just kind of I just melt. This is here I go. I love how I'm doing like visual gags for like the tiniest camera. I will like it. I like all of your visions, Sahara. What we got this time? I just really hope the audio levels are fine. They look like they're still too loud. I think this is literally the same flooring. Is this the same flooring? No. Close. At least we don't have the common wall anymore. We have stones. I don't want to mess with it because I can fix it in post, but like, it looks like it's too loud. I definitely feel like I'm gonna have to lower the game's volume in post. That's so annoying. That is the worst part about getting a new headset, is all your audio levels are going to be wrong. Yo, Steven, you're up already? Up and at 'em, Fagoo. So, what's up? What's up? Hey, so you know how to get your hands on some good furniture? My place has too much empty space, and it's kind of sad. I think I could be living the good life if I just had a little more furniture. Well, not that I'm materialistic or anything. I mostly just want the stuff for for visitors to enjoy. If you got any cool furniture to get rid of, could help me out, will ya? What kind of furniture will do for goo? I'd rather furniture actually look good. So, I'd want to find you good furniture. And like, for the most part with this headset, as long as I'm willing to put in the extra editing work, it literally doesn't matter what audio levels are at, because it has a volume slider built into it, which is nice. I love when headsets do that. That should be a standard feature they all have. The problem comes with streaming, because, yeah, I can't go into post and lower the audio levels there, and, you know, whittling with my volume knob doesn't do anything for you guys. It does a lot for me, but it does nothing for you guys. So, I mean, that is generally how it works, but, you know. Oh, Dumpling. Yes, you, Dumpling, I need to talk to you. So I brought something from Paula I should have returned long ago. I wonder, Dumpling, do you mind returning it for me? I'm a little too busy to take it over myself. Yeah, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I liked that headset, though. I might try just leaving it unplugged for a while and then plugging it back in. Seeing if that maybe works. Maybe it just hasn't. No, I know it's just dead. I kind of had the feeling it was going by some of the wires inside of it had clearly frayed at some point. Because, like, there were times when it would rub against my arm that I would feel it poke into me. But I wouldn't be able to, like, see anything there. So, like, it's small wires were kind of, like, poking through. And it was old. That headset was, like, a decade old. So, you know, it lived a good long life before it suddenly exploded. Well, it didn't explode, but you know what I mean. Before it suddenly decided to just die on me. There's Paula. Also, I will talk with Phineas, so just... Hey, listen, I figured it out. You want to wake yourself up in the morning, just get yourself outside, Fugu. So anyway, do you need something? Delivery time. Huh? What could it be? It's to Paula from Barbara. I will get to you, Phineas. Oh wow, I lent this to Barbara a while back. She wrapped it up really nice, the way a grown-up would do it. Well, I suppose I should thank you. Oh, I got it. I have just the thing. Here, take it. It's the furniture you lent. Paula's pick. It's rare, so take good care of it. That is my 4th Paula's pick. I think Paula wants me to keep her here forever. For a youngster and one who breathes the forest is most agreeable today. By the way, something you need. May I have a badge? Oh, okay. You want a badge, do you? Let's see. What kind of badge best suits you? I see. Seems the Happy Home Academy is giving you some high praise. It's all man's day if you keep up the good work and make your home even better. Bronze Happy Home Badge. Now, where I went up 2 rankings, I almost feel like I should talk to him again, because sometimes he can have 2 badges. Whoops, I meant to just turn and talk. Got a new badge. Took care of it. Yeah, I did. I got a new badge. Okay, you only had the one for me. I delivered it. Here's the scoop. She was glad I returned it. It's music to my ears. Why, it's even big band music. I was scared she'd come over to my house and turn the place upside down looking for it. I don't think she's that strong, but you know, I appreciate that you think she is. I'm sure she would too. Penelope. It's important for adults to have a very mature palate. Yeah, that's why grown-ups like bitter coffee. I mean, it's important for people to have the palate they enjoy. Like, I will never be able to get behind the idea that, like, if you're, you know, you must have a mature palate to be older. Like, yes. Must, you know, pinkies out, mature. Like, I don't see that. If you enjoy it, enjoy it. Like, doesn't matter if people don't see it as a mature thing. Be that food, entertainment, whatever. Gaming is not seen as a mature thing. It's not gonna stop me from gaming. You know, I'm not gonna give up things that enjoy me and become miserable just because somebody else has. Like, that's always been what it feels like to me when people go on about that. It's like, you've made that decision for yourself, and you're miserable, so now you want to make everybody else miserable too, because, you know, misery loves company and all that. Like, honestly, I feel like the only thing people should ever be discouraged from are things that actively harm them. And I'm gonna be honest, most things that people call immature aren't actively harming literally anybody. Extremely rare shopping cart for sale. So rare, it's magic. I don't want to buy your old shopping carts. I'm sorry. I can go down to my local supermarket and steal one if I really want a shopping cart. I say that. I'm just waiting for the day that Loblaws starts putting freaking GPS trackers on all of their shopping carts. They have invested more money into preventing people from stealing their shopping carts and, you know, reorganizing their stores to make them just hostile than they've probably spent paying employees. Like, that was almost certainly a big reason why when I was last working at a Loblaws store, my hours got massively cut. That was around the time head office decided to put all of their automatic braking wheels on the carts, which is really funny because, okay, I know this isn't just a Canadian thing, because I've heard people outside of Canada talk about this. You know how shopping carts will always develop that one wonky wheel that's just off the ground? Or just doesn't spin anyway? Yeah, that's basically what they just did to their own carts. They just attached the thing to one wheel. I guess Dina's playing piano today. Hey, you're here too. Good timing, 67. What's up? Just a bit ago, I was chatting with some nice lady named Sahara. She says she's traveling all around the world selling carpets and wallpapers. It's pretty impressive, don't you think? You see her, you should give her support, 67. Hey, Deans. Welcome. Vic decided to drop by too, so nice you're both here. So I can help you. I'll chat. It's easy to relax when you listen to the right music. It is. Honestly, and I know this is a case of like, some people may not agree with this. I honestly find the Song of Healing from Majora's Mask to be like one of the most calming things to listen to. Like, I mean, that is kind of the point of the song. Like, it's basically the song of acceptance would be the best way of putting it, especially with the whole storyline of Majora's Mask. It's more or less accepting, you know, that's the whole point, is, you know, accepting loss kind of thing. I really want to do a series on Majora's Mask at some point. It is by far my favorite Zelda game. And like, I know there's criticisms of that game, like the Game Grumps, Aaron specifically, have quite a few with it. And like, I'm gonna be completely honest, and I'm saying this meaning no shade towards Aaron specifically, because he seems like a really cool dude. But he does have a hard time reading and retaining information, and that is going to make Majora's Mask more difficult. Like, it doesn't help that, like, and like, I get this. And again, it's something I had heard from, like, Markiplier. I'm not trying to say I have ADHD, but it very much seems like those with ADHD will get hyper-focused on, I need to do this exact little thing, and that's something Aaron is very open about having. You know, it's... So, like, I do get why he'll sometimes get completely just stuck on, like, just anything in a game, really. Like, it's nothing specific to Majora's Mask. And then he'll end up getting even more frustrated, and all that frustration will just lead to, like, even more frustration, because he's spending so long just getting angry at the game, because he's not getting through this one thing that he may not even be able to do at that point. And, like, there are some pain points in Majora's Mask. The Goron race is one of them. That is a pain point of the game, because it's let's be real. It's an early 2000s, late 90s racing experience. It has rubber banding. Completely in a glorious spring now, aren't we? Bet you feel even better if you picked up some new clothes. I mean, I don't feel good in the spring, though. I don't like it, but I'll buy blue. I'll buy this. It's $4.20. Blaze it. I'll wear it out because Sabes told me to. I say that as, like, that's not really my style, but, you know. Honestly, like, I'm very much the type of person of, I will say things like that, but often I just march to my own beat anyway. Like, I know I'm gonna need more clothes soon, so I'm buying more clothes. That's mostly what that comes down to. I also want to note of like, I have someone I talk with decently often who plays a lot of Mario Kart, and we ended up talking earlier today, basically about various items and stuff, and they're like, man, I wish with World or even 8 Deluxe you could just swap your items around. It's like, well, that would completely break being in first. You would just always win if you were in first, because you could just fish for a Super Horn with only ever giving up your coin. Like, you know, you would be untouchable. And, you know, my response there is like, well, you know, I could get behind it if, like, the Super Horn was removed. And he's like, oh yeah, I could get behind removing all the items. It's like, no, you really couldn't. I know you couldn't. I didn't say it, but, like, I know. I know he would not be okay if all the items were removed. And I know this because, like, literally, he just got a Switch 2 recently, and with that he gained access to being able to play F-Zero GX, which is a really cool, fun racing game that does not have items. It's pretty hard to make a comeback in F-Zero GX because there are no items. And he played a couple races, lost them because he didn't know the tracks, and I don't think I've seen him play it since. Meanwhile, if there had been items, he probably could have still won, because, you know, items do that. They allow you to still win, even when you don't know the tracks yet. And, like, Mario Kart is, like, the only game he's really consistently... like, only racing game he's consistently played outside of, like, the original F-Zero on the SNES, which he mostly only ever played time trials in. Like... this is also the person I talk to a lot who is what I could best describe as a sore winner. He could win, but if it was a challenge, he'll complain the whole way. Like, I've seen him complain so often about the bots in Pokemon Unite, and it's just like... you're fighting those same bots that you're complaining about on your own team. Now, admittedly, I've also shown him, even though he has not even come close to trying to follow the things I've shown him, a lot of his builds in Unite are hot garbage, to put it lightly. Like, I literally, just to prove a point, more or less on, you know, the value of the damage items, I stopped and did basically a one-to-one-ish test of normalizing out the DPS over 100,000 damage between using the DPS items and not using the DPS items on Yaskarada. And it comes out to like 500 DPS different over 100,000 damage, which doesn't look like much, but this is normalized over 100,000 damage. This is like, basically, you're in damage per minute ranges, not damage per second ranges anymore. Like, the damage per second difference is massive between the two item sets, just because of the raw damage difference. And then just for... like, basically just for fun, I decided to grab his exact moveset, because I use a different moveset on Yaskarada, just to see, I wonder what the damage difference there is. And it was like 2,000 DPS lower. It's like, ooh, okay, I'm understanding more why he keeps thinking that what are pretty average damage numbers are impossible. And it's because his builds are bad. Which also explains why he struggles against the bots at times. But, you know, it happens. I mean, he's having fun with the game. It doesn't sound like he is, but he apparently is. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have, like, know anybody like that, but, like, it's so funny in a way to watch people like that play games, because it's like, are you even having fun here? Like, you're literally, like, basically shouting the whole way, and it's like, oh no, I'm totally having fun. It's like, are you though? It sure doesn't sound like it. Sounds like you're about to have a freaking stroke with how much you're shouting, like. And like, look, I didn't mean to shake that tree. I also didn't mean to shake the, or scare the beetle away. Pretty sure we already have that beetle, but I wanted to catch it anyway, just in case we didn't. But yeah, like, it's just, it's very silly to me. Wait, Paula. Whoa, I heard rumors about your bee, but it's really true. You got the goods. Lucky. Every time I try to buy stuff like that, they're always sold out. Why are you trying to buy bees? Sure, Paula. That's way overvalued. Girl, I could have just given it to you. Heh. It's a dream come true. Thanks, Steven. Sorry for being so pushy. You're fine, girl. But, like, jeez. Put a cap on that wallet. Like, I did not need anywhere near that many bells for a bee. But yeah, we only even got talking about Mario Kart because of some changes Nintendo made. Which, a good few of their changes went the opposite direction of what I would have liked to see. They basically ended up buffing wall riding, and it's like, but why though? That's like the worst mechanic of the game. Like, I don't overly mind the rails. The rails make sense, they kind of work. Yeah, well, they don't really make sense how you ride on the rails and get a speed boost. You're literally having the amount of your vehicle on the ground, which would, in theory anyway, reduce the amount of propulsion that you'd be getting from your engine. But, you know, what do I know? Okay, my inventory's not messed up. It kind of was, kind of isn't. But yeah, another change that they made was basically to the items. You know, let's buy the hi-fi stereo. Go for it. Stereos are always good. Bam. Been thinking about getting something like this. No, I just want to sell things kind of in like flea market central at the moment. I just want to sell my butterflies. I don't want to put them up for flea market, if you even can. Oh yeah, our gold furniture. I kind of forgot about it. The gaudy thing. Golden closet. Yeah, sure, man. I'll take it home. I don't want it, but I'll take it home anyway. You know, I think the most annoying thing about this headset is going to be not using it, because I'm going to need to remember to reach up and unplug it. At least it's just plugged into the front of my computer. But, yeah, basically what they've done is, the item distribution has been adjusted so that basically you are much more likely to get a golden coin shell above like 18th now, to the point where basically, from what some people are saying, it feels like they just shifted everything down so that what used to be at 14th is now at 18th, which kind of sucks because, like, their whole reason apparently, you know, what people are theorizing they're doing that for is to combat bagging, and it's like, but if you can't make a comeback, what point is there in trying to make a comeback? Like, just because some people will sit there and be like, yeah, well, I hate that you can stop and farm for good items, even though you're not stopping. You are still moving forward. You can't just sit there. You have to keep moving, because you can't let the pack get that far ahead of you. Like, you have to do your best to keep up, while staying in the back where you're safer to farm up items. Being able to make your comeback from the middle position means you could run better. What they've done is basically make it so that if you're not in the basically absolute back of the pack or absolute front of the pack, you may as well not try. Like, that's the problem with these anti-bagging things. It's like, oh, well, if I, they're making it so you have to be further to the back. It's like, well, okay then. So here is where you want to be then. Here is useless, and here is also where you want to be. Because the item distribution is so bad that, yeah, you don't really get red shells in the first, like, 5 slots, so being in first is literally even safer now. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I need to get back to figuring out audio levels and stuff. I've been having some days. I just hope this headset lasts. It should. I mean, I've barely ever used the thing because of the comically short cord on it. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I hope the audio levels are fine. If I had to adjust them, I'll know for the future. If I don't, then great. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow, where hopefully I will not have more issues. See you all then.